Hey planner babes, welcome back to According to Allie. Today I'm playing in my classic coastal vertical happy planner. Hey guys, long time no see. Oh my gosh, or speak. I guess I'm not seeing you. But wow, I feel like I haven't made a video in a week. Well, this video is inspired by an old spread of mine. Yay! I thought it'd be fun to redo one of my very first ever Halloween spreads. Here it is. It has spiders, black, and florals, and that's basically what I'm going with today. I know it's a week early, but I love Halloween so much and I love decorating for Halloween. This is one of the very few holidays I really go all out with the seasonal spread. And when I first did the spread originally, I just loved it so much. But now that I look back at it, my style has changed a lot. I use a lot more stickers than I used to, and I kind of wanted another go at it to see what I could come up with now with my kind of different clustery style. So all you have to do basically is collect every single one of your seasonal sticker books because you're going to use them. Anyways, so this is the big stickers for the big size happy planner. This is happy memory keeping seasonal sticker book that I absolutely love. I think I'm going to need another one because I've used up so many stickers in this book. And so those squares are super large. I can't believe I've never used them. They're kind of awesome. They're super big, and I'm gonna cut them down, not down to squares, but you'll see how I use them. Look at the difference in size there. Whoa. Then I use Happy Year to grab a few grays. So basically what I'm going for is black and gray and spider webby and flowers in this spread. And with the botanical sticker book, I had to redo this because the stickers I used when I did this the first time around, there were very few, and they looked hauntingly creepy, vibe-y, and a lot of the botanicals kind of have the same feel to them to me, with a more of a vintage look than like a happy, bright color. And the florals I actually end up picking is from my second book. And isn't it funny when you grab a sticker book, your second batch of a sticker book, and it's slightly different? Not that the stickers are different, but that the colors are different. Well, my second botanicals book that I grabbed, the florals that I decide to use are kind of almost faded looking, which I thought was weird, but actually looks really cool with this spread. So I'm going to go ahead and use those. Then I have my Teresa Collins for all of the black that I need in this spread. Also, when I first did this spread, I tried to find quote stickers that had like a creepy-ish vibe to them and had certain words in it, like this one, slay the day. I thought slay is the perfect word to be in a quote in this spread. I also use another one from Goal Getter about if your dreams aren't big, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. You'll see when it comes up. And I picked that one because it says something about scaring you. So I just thought that was clever for a Halloween spread. I'm still going to do a Halloween spread next week, and I have a whole other idea in mind. It's going to be a first for me. You'll have to stay tuned for that one. But this one was really fun to redo. And while I do adore the original, of course, I do end up liking this one better. But I think it's just because of the stickers I have available now that I didn't have available back then, way back in the day. So here's that. If your dreams don't scare you. It's funny it's kind of like a nightmare. Clear quote. It's about scary dreams. Perfect. And so then we got to pick the florals. I wasn't quite sure which ones I was going to use at first, but I wanted to use a lot. And here they are, these little English roses that look kind of faded and funky to me. The color just seems a little off, but for this, it's perfect. And I have a lot of them. I need a lot of them. I really want to emphasize the flowers. So let's start sticking. I just, you know where I start. My quote corner on the bottom here. And of course, I'm going to go for some florals and a quote. per the usual, and we're going to go with the scary dream quote. It's just the perfect little quote to go with all the florals. And I'm going to use my white Jelly Roll pen to color in that line that's going to cross through the clear quote. You know how that drives me bananas, so I got to get rid of that. So let's layer. Okay. I'm so happy to be back planning and making videos. Last week I only made one video. I wasn't feeling well again. My health is just being a pain in the booty. It was just a cold, but man, did it take me out. So I had no energy, and then I was hopped up on cold meds. So it was probably better I didn't make a video. But I'm back now, feeling much better. And also I had a release in my Etsy shop last week. If you haven't seen, I released a new cute pin. If you've seen my little illustration that I've made on my Instagram or Facebook of the little guy named Brewster that I named in a contest, he hit the shop in pin form, which is very exciting. He's super cute. You can find it on my Etsy shop. He's just a little ghost made out of steam coming from a cup and a little pumpkin. Perfect for the season and really fun addition to your flare collection. You can grab that in my Etsy shop in the description below. It also comes with freebie stickers if you really just want the stickers. Anyway, okay. So there's the cute corner. I'm trying to aim for cobwebs also with the florals. That's really what makes it spooky to me. If I just did florals in black and white, it'd just be florals in black and white. I gotta add the spook factor. So we got all the cobwebs I could find. I'm running low because I've used so many over the years with Halloween. And then I found some bats also. So here we split this stripe box sticker that's enormous from the big sticker pack. We're just split it diagonally, and then we're going to kind of fill in this corner with a checklist. If I could put it on straight, holy mackerel, that was way off. And then kind of around this smaller box sticker, I'm just going to fill in with some florals. So here we go. So we'll just put florals around to kind of fill in to kind of make it a huge square-ish with the layering. Because of that big diagonal sticker, we want to add a little more interest. So we'll just trim around the stickers after we layer the flowers. I always trim instead of putting the flowers underneath. I don't always use the scraps, but it's nice to have them in case you need them later. Always try to use those scraps. You don't want to waste any stickers. And a little bit of white Jelly Roll just to color in this dark line so you can see the petals a little better on the black line. Perfection. I love it. And that's another awesome reason for the wax paper. You always can save your scraps on the wax paper. That makes them usable again, and also takes a little sticky off so you can reposition. Again, with the florals, I'm trying to add a cobweb with each floral cluster just to up the spook factor. Do we like the spooky movies at this time of year? You know, I used to be a huge chicken. I mean, I shouldn't say chicken. I could watch some freaky stuff, scary movies. I just couldn't do gore. Like, to me, Exorcist is one of the scariest movies out there. And it always has been, and I think it always will be. If you really, really watch it and really appreciate it for what it was at the time, I really love that movie. But I used to be really afraid of the gory movies with blood and guts and everything. But as the years have gone on, I have become desensitized because I can totally watch them now. And a whole new genre is opening up to me. I kind of blame American Horror Story. They kind of weaned me onto blood and gore with that show, because some of the seasons weren't so bad, and then slowly they got worse and worse and worse and worse and crazier, and I slowly was able to start watching them. But still, even with all the gore and how scary that stuff is, I still think Exorcist is the scariest movie. What's your favorite scary movie? I tried watching Children of the Corn when I was a kid at a sleepover, and I was the party pooper who made everyone turn it off because I was too scared. So we watched Arachnophobia instead. But Children of the Corn, we only watched the opening scene, and I was like, I can't watch this. It was horrible. I've never watched any of like the Friday the 13th or Halloween movies yet still. I remember thinking Scream was really scary when it came out, when I first saw it. And then this week I was flipping and there was a Scream marathon on Freeform for the 31 days of Halloween. And I'm like, what? Freeform, a Disney owned channel with children's shows, is showing a Scream marathon? Either that thing was edited to heck or their people are really desensitized now. I was really surprised. Anyways, so I'm just building more and more clusters. I like the addition of gray to the spread. I think it adds another depth of the gloomy moodiness. And this will be the only pumpkin that shows up in this spread. I thought about covering it, but then I thought, hey, it's a pumpkin and it's Halloween, so I'll just leave it. So we're going to try to find new other places for these corners. I thought about putting them like kind of inside, but they really only kind of work on the edges. So we're going to put this guy over here in this corner. He works better there. I don't know what I'll put on top, but I'm pretty sure he's going to live there. So I'll just leave him there. And then we need the other stripe one. I like to switch it up. So there's a stripe one on top and there's an eye one on top. And then there's a eye one on the bottom and a stripe one on the bottom. So I decided to move it over here, and then I really, really, really wanted a double box sticker that was black, but I couldn't find it / was too lazy to really search. So I decided to take a page from Eat, Pray, Plan, Rebecca, my genius friend, who makes her own colorful boxes. So I decided to do it as well. So I found this baby boy sticker pack, and then I got some Happy Planner paper, and I found this one double box. I thought about hiding birthday, whatever that says. But then I was like, why do all that work when I could just slice around the box, maintaining that outer border that is usually left behind on the page. Just slice with a straight edge, with a knife all around and with your straight edge in the white, not on the black part. And then we're just going to remove that border that is usually left behind. Watch the magic. You have to be super careful with it though, because it's very skinny. So then we're going to take this edge and put it on the dot grid paper. I like to use Happy Planner paper because I'm just a stickler, picky about the papers matching. And so we'll just place this down wherever. I tried to make it straight with the dots kind of looking even. I tore the bottom corner a tiny bit, so I colored it in with pen so you can't see it. And then you get your paper cutter out, and you're just going to cut around it and make your own box sticker. There it is. There we go. Okay, so we'll cut around it. Ta-da! I have to use this. I would use my knife, but I just thought this would be easier. And you know me, I always say with scissors, I can't cut a straight line to save my life. So things like this, I am happy to use, because anytime I get too lazy and try to take a shortcut with the scissors for myself, I regret it every time. So there we go. Now we have a black double box. Yay! I'm so proud of this little easy creation. We're just going to stick them on here with the stripes. Cute. I love him. Okay, and then we'll use the Tombow adhesive. I love this stuff. It's really easy for me to come across. I don't think I've ever bought one. I go to all the meetups and different stuff I go to with the swag bags. I get one of these like every time, and I really don't use them very often. But the Tombow adhesive is by far the best one. I love it. Get yourself one of those rollers. Okay, so now the double box is there. I'll color in this little line because, again, like before, I'm going to fill in around the boring box with some pretty florals that will go with the spread. Pretty florals, and then the moody florals when you add the cobweb, which I love. We'll trim this a little bit. I have a little bit of a problem here trimming and lifting this up. I don't know why. Sometimes it works so easily and sometimes not so much. So we'll rip and pull. So we finally got all 3 kids' Halloween costumes. Took a minute. And in LA, those Halloween stores that move into the vacant shops really get picked over quickly. So we had them all set. Dean wanted to be Captain America, easy. Avery wanted to be a panda onesie, easy. But then Luke wanted to be a Fortnite guy, and these rules at school ruined everything. Now, I'm not someone who goes against rules at school. I'm not telling him to. And usually they're for the kids' benefit. But geez Louise, this time I was like, what's going on? It's Halloween. So they aren't allowed to use fake blood or weapons, which is understandable, but they're not allowed to wear masks. I'm like, okay, not during the day, but he can wear it during the parade, right? Nope. He couldn't wear a mask. So then that drift costume went out the window. And so today, Forrest took him out searching for a costume, and he chose a shark. Not baby shark, don't call it that, or he'll be very upset. Sharks are his favorite animal, and the San Jose Shark hockey team is his favorite team. So he loves sharks, always has loved sharks, and so he just found a shark onesie. Super easy, super chill, and he's excited to wear it as pajamas when the Halloween is over. So we are done with that a week early, which is nice. And we don't have to worry about it. And I'm proud to say this is probably the least money I've ever spent on Halloween. I never, with your kids growing up and growing out of stuff, sometimes you have to appreciate that you're saving money. Because, man, in the past years, sometimes we spent so much on Halloween costumes. It's shameful. Okay, so adding to the cluster some more, I put a Today box on top of the eyeballs up in the top corner. And, of course, we add some more florals to it. I love it. This kind of makes me feel like Haunted Mansion vibes, the Disney ride or otherwise a haunted house, where it's like that Victorian era spooky mansion with the cobwebs and the bats and everything. Oh my gosh, bats freak me out so much. I don't think I hate any animal more than bats. Sorry, but they freak me out. They are flying rodents. And they're so hideous. Oh my gosh. My kids think it's funny to Google pictures of rats and act like they want to show me something. I mean, not rats, bats. And then I come over and it's a picture of a huge bat and I want to cry. It's terrifying. But these bats are okay. They're just the silhouette idea of a bat, not so much the actual fuzzy, freaky thing. So again, I'm using up almost all of these flowers. Another reason I'm using them up is, like I said before, they're kind of faded. So even if I wanted to use them with the other pack that I have, or even the Simply Lovely pack that has the same florals, they're not going to really match. So it's totally cool using all these up. Second botanical pack. I'm sure there will be a third and fourth at this rate. So we'll color in this line with the white jelly roll as usual. And we'll spread some gray onto the right-hand side. We had one on the left-hand side. We'll put this one here for a soccer game next weekend. And I'll layer it with a little time square. I like to add a little extra square for interest and layering for whenever I want to add the time of an event. It's also easier to see quickly when you're just looking for the time, which I do a lot. So here we'll start filling in with more cobwebs. I was running low on them, like I said, so I had to use a border strip from one of the sticker packs. I think it was the orange sticker pack, and just cut it apart and use teeny tiny cobwebs all over the place. Here's a bigger one. I'll fill in down here. Cute. Just spooky enough and cool. Who would think pink would look cool for Halloween? I like it though. So we'll add another cobweb up here. I like that it's all trimmed cobwebs the way you would see them hanging and sticking out different places. Wanted to add another floral over here, fill in the gap and color in the line behind the floral so it's not showing through. I honestly cannot believe how many stickers I'm using in this spread compared to last time. It's crazy. If you noticed in the first version of this, it was very sparse. I did used to hoard and save stickers before I got on the squad. Not even so much that I hoarded them, like I didn't want to use them. I've never really done that. Sometimes I save them, but I always use them. so much as I was trying to save money and I didn't have as many sticker packs back then, and I didn't want to have to buy more, and I wanted stickers to go farther. But now, man alive, there's a lot of stickers. Check out my Instagram. I'm for sure going to repost my old spread so you can see, you could compare the two. Man, what a difference. I'm so glad we have the botanicals pack and all the different sticker packs we have nowadays to add to our collections. The old faithfuls were good while they lasted, but to me it's kind of like fashion, and as time goes by, styles change and there's more opportunity in different flavors. Here's a cute trick that I like to do. Got a shout out to my girl Elise, of course, because she invented this. As far as I know, she taught me this trick. You just take a Sharpie and color in the little bullet and you have a black one, because there aren't very many black ones. And down in this bottom corner, I just needed to fill it in a little bit. It was looking sad and empty, and of course what I do is a to-do when that looks sad and lonely down here with no friendly stickers to fill it in. Just add 4 stickers down there and it fills it in without filling it in, if you know what I mean. Yes, it's looking good. There's just a little missing spot on Tuesday. I kind of want to connect the clusters a little bit better, and I know Luke has chorus that day, so that'll be easy to make a little box for. And we'll connect them like so. Okay, so I'll add another bit of black and gray, and of course, because it's the cluster and I'm maintaining the look and the trend, I do have to add some flowers to it. So let's get back into this botanicals with the little bit that I have left. Let's see. There's this scrap I can use for the leaves. I like that it fits. It is trimmed and funky, but I'll use a spare single flower to fill that in. So we'll just slip that underneath, and like I said, use this little floral to cover up that one was cut up on the edge there. There we go. And of course, lift the leaf to color the line. There it is. And then we will trim off the flower that's overlapping on the box there. And it's perfect. Look how quick that comes together. It's just a couple stickers, but when you put them just right and layer them fun, it looks great. I love it. Yay. I definitely have a style, I know, but I just love my style, so I'm just going to stick with it. And here is that spiderweb border again, and we're just going to use these teeny tiny spider webs to add some more accents around the clusters to up the spook factor. And I think I'm going to use them all up. I don't know what I'm going to do next year. Next week I'm not using any, so I don't need to worry about it. There we go. Cute. It even has this border cobweb sticker. It has little stars and little accents on it too. That makes it a fun addition. I didn't bother cutting them off. They don't really go, but I don't care. That was just too much. That is too picky. Even I have a limit. And then we have an empty floral spot up top. I know, you guys were all thinking the same thing. Use more florals, right? So we're going to lift this up and layer another flower underneath. And of course, I'll use a cobweb scrap after I trim this off of the black eyeballs. We don't want a weird pink eyeball sticking out up there. There we go. Perfection. I love it. And then here is a cobweb scrap. Keep those scraps. I'm telling you. Yes. And of course, one more sticker for good measure down below with the stripes. I felt like it needed just a dash more pink to fill in this spot here. And I think it will be just perfect after I get this down. I love this spread so much. I think it's fun to redo one. If you've never done that, I definitely recommend it. Not so much that you didn't like the first time, but that you have an opportunity now to do it differently, to add a little bit more with new stickers or make an old one look new again. And this spread definitely delivered. It's kind of awesome how different it looks and how cool it looks. I love it. We'll finish off with a few more bats. Yuck. And there we go. Look at that black and white and gray and flowers and cobwebs. And I just love it. It's just spooky enough, eerie enough, perfect for a couple weeks before Halloween. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.